So after completion of endocondenser method to analyze the performance of medium transmission line, now we are going to discuss about the nominal T method. So here in the nominal T method means the capacitor or condenser is connected at the middle of the transmission line. Is it? So that means due to this, the transmission line can be divided into two sections right now. So then in this method, whole of the line capacitance is assumed to be concentrated at the middle point of the line, and half of the line resistance and reactance to be lumped on either side as shown in figure. That's why which can be divided the transmission line into two parts. The first half having the resistance R by 2, the second part having the resistance R by 2 again, first part having reactance X by 2, second part having same X by 2. In between the capacitor is there, the condenser is there. That's why it is called nominal T method or middle condenser method. In this arrangement, the terminals of the condenser, the voltage has a value of V dash. This V dash is the voltage across the capacitor connected between the middle of the transmission line. So that's why it has a value of V dash, intermediate between the sending end voltage Vs and the receiving end voltage VR. Sometimes this V dash is also called as V1, no problem. So equivalent circuit of T method here. Like this, we will connect the condenser or capacitor at the middle of the transmission line, medium transmission line. This is the sending end voltage, this is the sending end current, this is the first half resistance R by 2, this is second half, first half reactance X by 2, this is the second half resistance R by 2, second half reactance X2, and this is receiving end voltage VR, this is receiving end current IR, this is lower. Finally, this is the capacitor connected at the midpoint of the transmission line or middle of the transmission line. So the voltage across the capacitor is V dash, sometimes which is also called as V1. So from this circuit we can analyze everything. So capacitive current IC leading the V dash by 90 degrees accordingly flows over first half of the line from the sending end. That. So here the voltage across the capacitor is V dash or V1 means this voltage can produces the current to the capacitor also. That is IC. That's why the current leads the 90 degrees by voltage across the capacitor, that is V dash or V1. These V dash and IC are exist at the first part of the line from the sending ends. And the current in the receiving end half of the line is IR. At the load side IR. And the sending end half of the line, that means this is line is IS, which is the phasor sum of receiving end load current IR and charging the capacitor. Means see here now, IS can be divided as IC plus IR. Is that? So here normal here division is there. Here division is there by applying KCL current division. IS can be divided as IC plus IR. So taking receiving end phase voltage as a reference phasor, by using this reference value VR, we can draw the phasor value. See here. But this is reference VR. And after that, the drops are lines, which are half sections. First drop is due to IR into R by 2. That is the first drop. Second drop is IR into X by 2. And third drop is IS into R by 2. Fourth one is IS into X by 2. So IS into R by 2, IS into X by 2, this is the first section. IR into R by 2, IR into X by 2, this is the second section. So then by adding these four drops, IR into R by 2 plus IR into X by 2 plus IS into R by 2 plus IS into X by 2 plus receiving end voltage VR is called as VS, sending end voltage. Here if you can observe that V dash is it the voltage drop across the first section is up to this only, IS into X by 2 plus IS into R by 2. Finally IS is common, then IS into R by 2 plus X by 2. Anyway, the sending end voltage is VR plus V dash. VR plus V dash, or otherwise VR plus IR into R by 2 plus IR into X by 2 plus IS into R by 2 plus IS into X by 2. And phi s is the power factor, sending and power factor angle between Vs and Is. And phi r is the receiving and power factor angle between VR and IR here. And Is is the vector sum of receiving and current and capacitor current. We are already discussed in the equivalent circuit. So then from this electrical circuit, the Phasor diagram, we will analyze the performance equations. See here, VR is equal to VR into 1 plus J0 as usual equation. Receiving end or load current is as usual representation. IR is equal to IR into cos phi r minus J into sin phi r. Voltage across the condenser V is equal to VR plus IR into Z by 2. See here, voltage across the condenser. We want this voltage. We want this voltage. So then that's why here VR plus IR into Z by 2. Is it? So VR into Z by 2 means we can determine this voltage, we can apply the KCL. Is it? KCL is equal to sum of incoming currents or equal to the sum of outgoing currents. So then by using that KCL, by applying KCL at point B, the V dash or voltage across the condenser is equal to VR plus IR into Z by 2. Then VR plus IR into Z means R plus JX. R plus JX. So then VR into VR means VR into 1 plus J0 plus IR into Z by 2 means IR is the IR cos phi r minus J sin phi r into 1 by 2 into Z means R plus Jx. Z means R plus Jx. So then finally capacitive current IC is equal to voltage across the capacitor divided by capacitive reactance. 1 by XC means it is Y or otherwise J into omega C. So then sending end current IS is equal to IR plus IC. Is that right? So IR is nothing but this is IR and IC is this. Finally, sending end voltage Vs is equal to Vs V dash plus Is into R plus Jx by 2. This is the total voltage, and some voltage can be dropped here. Remaining voltage is like remaining voltage is Is into R plus Jx by 2. Right? So this section is Is into R plus Jx by 2. This section is Is into R plus Jx by 2. That's why total voltage is Vs. This voltage can be dropped across this series line and this series capacitor. These two are series. That's why Vs is equal to Is into R plus Z by 2, Is into Z by 2 plus V dash. But this is IR into Z by 2. This portion is IR into Z by 2. So anyway, Vs is equal to V dash plus Is into R plus Jx by 2. Transmission efficiency eta is equal to power delivered to the load end. That means receiving in power VR IR cos phi r divided by receiving in power, that is VR IR cos phi r plus losses. Losses means two sections here. One section is Is square R by 2 loss. Another section is IR square R by 2. So then these are the total losses in the nominal T method medium transmission line. So by using this, we can do a problem by using this performance equation. See here, a 3-phase 50 Hz overhead transmission line 100 km long has the following constant resistance per kilometer per phase is equal to 0.1 ohm. Inductive reactance per kilometer per phase is equal to 0.2. Capacitive susceptance per kilometer per phase is equal to 0.04 into 10 power minus 4 C. That is Y value, reciprocal of capacitive reactance. Then we can determine sending in current, sending in voltage, sending in a power factor, and a transmission efficiency. When supplying a balanced load of 10,000 kilowatt at a 66 kV, power factor 0.8 lagging, use nominal T method. It is directly given. This is nominal T method. Is it? So then given data, Total resistance per phase is given, that is equal to 0.1 into 100, that is 10 volt. Total reactance per phase is given, that is XL, 0.2 into 100 means 100 kilometer medium transmission. Per kilometer is given, that is converted to total length 100 kilometer of medium transmission line. So then capacitive susceptance Y is given, that is like this. And receiving end voltage per phase is given, VR value, R is suffix, here L also suffix. 66,000 by root 3. Here 3-phase system, not single phase. That's why always we will calculate per phase value. That's why V phase equal VL by root 3. Given value is line value. Then V phase equal VL by root 3. That's why 38,105 volts. Then total resistance is given. So this is not like this. Up to this only data. So then voltage across the C. This is V1 is equal to VR plus IR into Z by 2. First we have to calculate. What is this? Sending in currents. That's why voltage across the C is equal to V1 bar is equal to VR plus IR bar into Z by 2. This is the first formula. Voltage across C is that is represented with V dash or V1. We are already told. That means V1 bar is equal to VR plus IR into Z by 2. So that means from right to left, from in terms of here up to we are not determining Vs. That's why we are from right to left. Simply V1 is nothing but we are not applying any KCL here. Simply this is a series circuit here. Then VR is equal to this is IR into Z by 2 or R by 2 plus X by 2 plus V dash. So that's why from this like this VR plus IR into Z by 2, substituting VR value. IR value we can calculate from the power delivered is given. So power delivered, how much power delivered? 10,000 kilowatt is given. From this PL is equal to root 3 VL IL cos phi. So then IL is equal to PL by root 3 VL cos phi. So VL is there, direct line to line value, not phase value. Line voltage is given direct value in the given problem. So that is 66 kV. So cos phi is 0.8. From this line current is there, then I phase equal to I phase equal to IL by root 3. Otherwise, from VA cos phi also we can determine per phase value. I is equal directly P by VA cos phi, where V is per phase value. Sorry, P by V cos phi, where V is per phase value. So it is from line value, it is accurate value. You can determine from line value root 3 VL IL cos phi, it is accurate. So then charging current IC bar is equal to, we know that J into Y into V1 bar or V dash bar, whatever it may. Y is the susceptance for 100 kilometer transmission, we have calculated J4 into 10 power minus 4. So like this, the sending end current directly IS is equal to this current division rule. IR bar plus IC bar, substituting here sending end current. This is polar form, this is complex form. Converter, we have to represent magnitude only, not vector. That is 100 ampere. And finally, sending end voltage Vs is equal to V1 plus IS in Z by 2. Left to right, isn't it? By applying voltage division rule. Series circuit, simple series circuit. V1 is there, this value. IS is there, this value. Z by 2 is there. Is it? First section Z by 2. First left to right. Z by 2 means R by 2 plus X by 2. Is it? R by 2 value is there, X by 2. So finally, line value of sending end voltage. And this is only phase value. Line value is root 3 V phase. VL is equal to V phase equal to VL by root 3. VL is equal to root 3 into V phase. Why it is per phase value means here receiving end voltage can be considered in per phase. So that's why it is direct per phase value. This is converted line value. That's why this is root 3 into V phase. This is line value. Sending end voltage. Sending end voltage in terms of line value. VSL. So then theta 1. So theta 1 is the angle between VS and VR. So that's why it is 1 degree 40 minutes. Theta 2 is angle between VR and IS. VR and IS. So after that, Phi s is nothing but this sending end power factor angle, which is in between Vs and Is, that is theta 1 plus theta 2. Is it sending end power factor cos phi s? Right. How to calculate this? If you can observe that theta 1 is nothing but here it is the resultant, so then we can do the triangle. From the triangle we can calculate the phasor diagram. We have all these things. Phi r phi s. Is it? So this is theta 1. Is it? So this is theta 1, Vs and Vr, and this is theta 2, Vr and Is. So from that we can calculate theta 1, theta 2, no problem. So then sending in power, which is in three-phase power, 3 into Vs into Is cos phi. This Vs value is per phase value. This Vs value per phase value, Is also per phase value. So finally 3, if it is multiplied with 3, that is direct three-phase value. Is it? For 3 lines. So that power delivered is equal to like this 10,000 kilowatts. Like this. So it's proved. It is proved. Transmission efficiency. Receiving end power divided by sending end power. Here it is sending end power. It is receiving end power. Always sending end power is greater than the receiving end power. That's why it is proved. It is proved. Then transmission efficiency, receiving end power by receiving end power plus losses, or otherwise power delivered. Otherwise power delivered. So like this, it is 97.34%. Is that? So this is the problem. Like this, we can solve this. So the next problem, it's only one problem. So no problem. This is direct problem. All the things we have determined. Every problem is like this. Okay. Thank you.